Best in Washington. And another turnaround as Eves was under the basket. Got taken away by Carmen. Carmen sets it up to Graham under the basket, and it's good.
Carmen showing she can get some assists, too, and not just points.
Graham, number 10, Kaisha Graham, 5'3", guard junior. And they're still down by 1. This game coming down to the wire. Somebody's going to be 2-1. Somebody's going to be 3-0 in the Greater News 3A. And the number 1 spot up for grabs. Turn the ball over. It'll still be Comets ball. Big 3, Allie Woodruff is coming in as Pulley is coming out. Still a 1-point game.
Yeah, and very closely contested. And, this doesn't get more exciting than a 1-point game.
What a matchup. Going for a shot is Dariana Howard. She gets her own rebound after she misses it. And they didn't call a foul. They call it a turnover. They're going to turn it over. Clayton will back to East Wake.
Yeah, that looked like a real clean, excellent block there by Cameron. She's doing it all tonight, offensively and defensively.
Graham, back to Razor, back to Graham, back to Razor. They play hot potato at midcourt. Now back to each other at the top of the key. Here comes Graham, fade away for 2. Off the rim and no good. They're going to get their own rebound. There they won't. Turn it over. Last touch by Clayton. It'll be Warriors ball. You think this matchup is good? The men's game's going to be even more exciting. We're down to 4 minutes remaining in the final period of regulation here. This game can go to overtime if necessary. Shot made. Big 3 by Woodruff. Not this time. Misses it, but she gets her own rebound. She'll attempt to go again. Second time up and no good. Desperation shots, I think, are just being made now, Daniel.
I think they agree. I agree. They look pretty desperate in their shot attempts.
So 1-point lead. Howard trying to cook it to the basket. Off the rim. It's no good, but here comes Best. She'll come back, and she's fouled. Best is going to go to the line and shoot.
She's so quick, and Marlon Lee needs to be extremely reliable here at the free throw line for these 2 points.
Foul on number 10, Graham. That is her third. Third foul on Graham. Still a 1-point game. 3:40 remaining here in regulation. Unique Best at the line. She's got 3 fouls as well, and she'll nail her first at the free throw. And it's her first points of the second half of the game.
Excellent.
Getting tongue-tied there for a second.
And I'm sure this isn't the game she was hoping she was going to have tonight with the injury and all, being taken out for a little while.
Quick statistic, Unique Best, 3 points. All have come from the free throw line in the game so far. Razor goes back to Pulley. Pulley now goes back to Woodruff. Woodruff sets it back to Razor again. Razor with the ball. Takes it on her own to Graham. Graham is attempting to go there. Fakes it out. Goes back to Carmen. Carmen under pressure. Whistling a foul. I think it's on Best. Foul on Washington, actually. Washington, that's her third foul.
Big block by Howard.
39-36. They're at least up by 3. Marlon Lee is definitely getting animated. Here we go. Razor sets it to Graham. Ready to go. Back to Razor again. Looking to try to tie things up with a 3. A 2 will put them down by 1. Whistle and a foul could also give them a 2-1. It's a tip made by Carmen. Carmen goes back under the basket there, looking for Razor. Believe it or not, Daniel, that's the first points of the game for Sierra Razor, number 11.
She's done a lot more in the assist column, though.
That's right.
She's been a heck of a player, heck of a team player, we'll say.
I think so. Razor goes back now to Eves. Eves with the ball. Now to Howard. 1-point lead for the Comets. Ready to bring this thing on home for supper here in C-Town. First time back at home for a game since December 13th. Foul on number 10. That is her 4th. (39-38). That's the 4th foul on number 10 of Graham. Graham will take a rest. Here comes Hedinger in for the Comets. His Best will take a rest. And it will be Comets ball. 2:29 in regulation. Ready to bring this to the house. Men's game is next. Woodruff got just dissed there at the midcourt line as Hedinger did really good playing mind games with her.
Yes.
Hettinger, though, but Woodcher's trying to gather herself back. She turns it over, jukes and jibes. Hettinger's going to go on her own.
Ooh.
Throws it up to Eves. Eves has got no one there. Throws it all the way to the other side of the court to Howard. Howard's there under the basket. She's going to go for the fader in the front. There's a foul.
Big foul for
Foul
Clayton
on
here.
number 12. That's her third foul on Ayers. Jocelyn Ayers, third foul. And this will bring Dariana Howard to the line, and she will shoot 2.
Big opportunity here to start pulling away a little bit more.
39-38, under 2, coming up on 2 minutes remaining here. Shot is up. Nails it. Big score of the game for the Comets. Dariana Howard, no question. Unique Best is coming in for the Comets. At 23 is Tabron for the Warriors. They're both coming in as subs. Woodruff will take a rest, and so will Eves in 32. 2-point lead, 40-38. This will make a lead by 3. Shots up by Howard. Misses it.
Coach Lee switching to a defensive zone here, a 2-1-2 zone here.
Layup in this game is tied again for the Warriors. Here we go. Under 2 minutes remaining. Razor with the ball. Sierra Razor looking for somebody. Trying to find 23 of Tabron. Sets it up now to Pulley. Back inside to Tabron. Looking for 12. Thought better of it. Turns it over. She'll get her back. Jump ball's called. And they're going to give it back to the Comets. Jump ball, Comets ball.
And this is another big opportunity here for Clayton.
Hettinger coming right back in the game. Unique Best will take a rest. Number 10, Graham. 4 fouls on Graham. She's coming back in the game. Number 10. And Tabron will take a rest. Comets ball. Washington. Looking. Throwing. To Hettinger. Hettinger lost it, got it back. Open is Howard. Howard is there. Two-lady pressure. Can she get it? Last touch by the Comets. It's Warriors ball. Best and Hettinger going back and forth.
Yeah.
Warriors ball. What a game. Down to 2 points. Down to the final 80 seconds of the regulation in the women's matchup. The men's game should be no different. Shot attempt made. Here we go. Steal and a takeaway. Oh, no.
Oh.
By Graham, and it's no good. Rebound. Give it back to Washington. Washington with a steal. 2-3 times they stole the ball. We're at 1 minute remaining in regulation. And a timeout called on the court.
Wow, what a game this is turning out to be.
40-38, radio timeout on CRN.
A lot of drama there.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ Energy Drink. Wings are for birds.
This is CRN, the Community Radio Network, the voice of the community, the voice of anything sports, and proud to be the voice of the Comets. Follow us at crnsports.org. Now let's get back to the broadcast coverage on CRN.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
A good one. Final minute of regulation remaining. Comets ball. It's Washington going all the way up court with it. Last touch by Eastwake. So it's going to be remaining Comets ball. That's a save.
Yeah. Oh, that's incredible for the Comets here.
And mind you, 1 minute remaining, under a minute remaining in regulation. All the way to the end of the court, midcourt. Washington, as Razor's trying to force her to go across the line, won't let it happen. Washington back to Watkins. Watkins is back in. Gets it back off to Washington again. Open is Howard. Hedinger on defense now by Graham on the Warriors.
They're just trying to
Hedinger, they're just trying to run the clock down, I believe, is what they're trying to do here.
Trying
to run the clock down here. Watkins holds the ball. Clayton, great strategy, Marlon Lee, trying to win this thing here, and it's working. Hedinger. Foul on number 11 of Razor. That's her second. They literally knocked off almost 40 seconds here.
Yeah, excellent coaching by Marlon Lee to make sure his Lady Comets hold on to the ball. And I mean, it's impossible to score without the ball. So.
And it worked. Don't foul. You might say this is cowardly, but it's basketball. You got to do what you got to do here at the home stretch.
Yeah.
And Hedinger will nail one.
And the number 1 seed on the line as well. I mean, there's no hard feelings from my end.
The number 1 seed is up for grabs. 41-38. We're not going to go to radio timeout. We're here at Jeff Adams Gymnasium, and this is the first homestand for the Comets since December 13th, before Christmas, before the holiday break, before this new decade of basketball. Daniel, I have to say, it is very impressive that Clayton has done very well winning on the road.
Yeah, very impressive, and you know they wanted to come home and get the win tonight as well. So I mean, you know, it makes that road trip a little bit sweeter when you come home and get that first win of your homestand as well.
They are 7-1 on the road. Their only loss was to, or actually 7-2 on the road. Their only loss was to Rocky Mount and Garner, and then they lost one game here at home, and that was to Garner. Looking to go to the number 1 spot in the Greater News 3A. Coming to the wire, 24 seconds. First shot was up, and it was good. Second one, no good for Hedinger. 41-38. And they're going to call foul.
Another one on Washington.
That's her fourth. Foul. That's her fourth. Back in possession is Graham for the Warriors. And we call a timeout. Trying to make sure they have what timeouts are good here.
Yep.
30-second timeout. Back after radio timeout on CRN.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show is sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com. Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you.
And now back to live coverage right here on the Community Radio Network, the home of your Clayton Comets.
It is Warriors basketball, 20.2 seconds remaining in regulation. Daniel Moore, Wesley Outland back here with you. Community Radio Network coverage of Comets basketball. A shot attempt made at the line by Carmen. She'll turn it over. And the Comets will bring the ball back up court by Washington. Washington to Watkins. Final 10 seconds. Can we do it? Hold it. There's a whistle and a foul. Foul on number 11 of Razor. That's her third.
Coach Dupree screaming at the top of her lungs to get a foul from her team.
She was actually, for sure. And now we have 1-1. 1-1 at the line for Washington. And we have 5.1 seconds remaining in regulation. Clayton trying to go 3-0 in the number 1 spot of the Greater News 3A. Shot is up and nails it. 5 points in the first half, 5 points now in the second. She's got 10 total. Washington at the line. The point guard, senior at 5'2", baskets up, and she'll nail that one after it goes for a little roundy round before it goes to the basket. Final 4 seconds of regulation. Ladies and gentlemen, your Clayton Comets are now undefeated in the Greater News 3A. They will go to the number 1 spot. Daniel Moore, final score 43-38. What a game tonight.
Excellent game from both teams, and unfortunately, the better team come out ahead. There's nothing unfortunate about it. Clayton worked harder for it. Clayton clawed harder to come back from the deficit, the 4 or 5 point deficit that they seemed to stay behind the entire game until